Hi, I'm Terry Griffiths, and you might remember me from such productions as Introduction or Origins and Principles. Today, I want to have a quick reminder of Jeff Petty's donut. Now these, if you remember, when we talked on Origins and Principles, we talk about the effect size. These 6 methods, we think, are the ones that you can probably get in the classroom the easiest and will probably give you some of the best grade increases through effect size. When we talked of these, cooperative learning, slightly lower than a lot of the others. Cooperative learning really and purely talks about learning from each other, the students, getting interactive and assigning students roles. Activities like Jigsaw that allows each of your students to have a part, or a group of students to have parts that make up the whole product. So they've got to teach each other certain things. They learn skills with that as well. So we're looking at an effect size of about 1 grade, unless we use nothing, as we said in Origins and Principles. Then we start to look at some of these others. 0.81, whole class interactive teaching, which I think is a very similar thing. We're encouraging students to participate, and I'm giving them good questioning that facilitates a response from them. So that's really what we're doing. We're getting them to be involved, and most of the activities that we see through evidence-based teaching practices and techniques will do that job. So a little bit higher. Then if you remember, we've got another element, and one of the most important, I'm always surprised it doesn't get a little more, and that is this assessment for learning, formative assessment. What are you, if you like, doing that is creating elements for their learning? What do they need to progress? Lev Vygotsky talked about the zone of proximal development, where there was going to be a point where they're going to get stuck and they're going to need your help. So what assessments are you doing continuously that would identify what they need for their learning? The more we do that, the more effect size we have on their learning than just them getting on with it. Then we start to look at something a bit higher then. Reciprocal teaching. Having your students teach each other certain things and teaching back. That's not the excuse, of course, to run away and have a cup of tea. It's about giving them the information, making sure they're on the right tracks and correcting them if they're wrong. Then we start to move on to the higher elements, the manipulatives. Giving them information in maybe card form or something that they can manipulate that they can then discuss and get, if you like, in the right order. Those sort of things will enable the students to learn through experimenting. The last and not least, of course, is the graphic organisers. A picture paints 1,000 words. We know the Nike sign. We know the McDonald's M. We can see that straight away. If we can get things in a graphic way and organise information graphically, chances are we will remember it a lot more. And that can lead to a great effect size in our grades. That was just and purely a quick reminder on Jeff's donut. Again, not the be and end all of all education, but the ones that we think you can probably get into your teaching that will probably have the best effect on your students' learning. More videos to come, so hope you enjoy. Do have a look at the Jeff Petty site on the link. Do a little bit more. Thank you.